Hi and welcome back to Half of Heidi, or if this is my first video that you've seen, welcome to my channel. Okay, so today is the 18th of October, which means it's 3 weeks till surgery. And I'm pretty sure I said last week that 4 weeks seemed insane, and I can safely say that 3 weeks definitely seems more insane. I had my first bit of doubt this week, and it was one of those, I know why, right? It's because I've started the pre-op diet. I had to start 4 weeks early because of my high starting weight, and I'm going to talk about my weight in a minute. Yeah, it was because I started the pre-op diet, and obviously I've been craving food. I've been craving what I can't have. And I was thinking about like a big stack of pancakes with syrup and ice cream, and then today I'm thinking about spaghetti bolognese. But yeah, the other day I was really thinking about, you know, what I'm missing out on and what I'm giving up, and it really messed with my head. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, am I doing the right thing? I love food so much, and I'm permanently going to be able, or not going to be able to have large quantities of the thing that makes me really happy. But you know, it's moments like that where inspiration or motivation or whatever you want to call it comes from not necessarily unlikely places, but from anywhere. And it also really reiterated to me the importance of your support group, your support network, because it just so happened that the day that I was really second guessing what I was doing with having the vertical sleeve gastrectomy was also the day that somebody posted in one of the Facebook groups that I'm in an image that said something along the lines of, you know, don't think about what you're giving up, think about what you're gaining. And it just was like, oh, I so needed that day to think about it that way, that yeah, I'm going to give up food, which right now is the love of my life. That's not true. My husband is the love of my life, followed closely by my puppy dogs. But yeah, what I'm gaining a whole new life. I'm going to have all of these things on my wish list that I'm going to be able to do as a result of losing all of this weight and becoming fitter. And as a friend that I was talking to today wisely pointed out, you know, yes, I love food right now, but when I'm skinnier, when I'm healthier and more physically active, those are the things I'm going to love, and I'm not going to miss like the food as much. I think I'm always going to be a bit of a foodie, but the stuffing my face and eating carbs like there's no tomorrow will be replaced with, you know, going for walks and going to the beach, and I don't know, maybe even joining like a sporting team for all I know. Certainly doing so much more on my weekends than what I'm currently doing. Yeah, I don't know. I think it was just inevitable that I had this moment in the first week of my pre-op diet, which is, you know, it's fairly restrictive in comparison to what I used to be eating. In comparison, though, is a really good question for me, because I'm thinking, what was my calorie intake? Like, how did I get to this size? What was my calorie intake? And I don't really know. I didn't count calories at all in the last couple of years. So I don't really know what it was, to be honest. I'm not suggesting it wasn't super high. I think my problem was exacerbated by how little activity I was doing. So there was no way it was ever going to balance out. Like, I was never going to be that my calories in matched my calories out. It was always going to be my calories in were higher. Because like I said, ate way too much food. Yeah, it was obviously too high. Let's put it that way. So now my calorie intake must be closer to 800 calories maybe a day. I actually don't even know. I think the Opti Fast shakes are about 200 calories each, maybe. I could be wrong. It could be less than that. Again, I don't care about that. I'm eating what the dietitian is telling me to eat, so I'm not counting calories. I'm not going to figure out how many calories are in my salad and how many calories are in my vegetables. I'm not going to do that. I'm only in pre-op, and I'm just doing what my dietitian is telling me to do. I don't want to get obsessed with every number. I'm already starting to get obsessed with the scales. I don't need to get obsessed with the calories that I'm taking in this side of the surgery anyway. So how did my week go? Okay, so it was really great in terms of how I went. I didn't give in to any temptations. I managed to resist all the cravings that I had for things like pancakes and spaghetti bolognese. I had 2 to 3 shakes a day. Some days I actually didn't even need the third shake. I wasn't really that hungry, which is not bizarre, really, because my eating isn't necessarily about hunger. I've mentioned it before. It's I like eating, and I like the flavour, and I like the entertainment value and the comfort and the celebration and all that kind of stuff. So I'm actually not as hungry as I thought I would be. I am hungry. Do not get me wrong. I am definitely hungry, which is good because it prompts me to eat at sort of regular intervals. So, have the shake, have the salad, have the Optifast bar, with the salad I have an egg, have veggies for dinner. Like, it helps me get hungry and then eat something healthy when I'm hungry. Anyway, it's worked. So let's talk numbers. So on the 1st of September, when I had my weigh-in at the surgeon's office, I've got my notes here so I actually get it all right, I was 188 kilograms, which is 414 pounds. Now I am 5'8" or thereabouts. My highest weight, though, since then reached 191.7 kilograms, which is 422.6 pounds. So I'm actually going to use that as my counter for my weight loss rather than the 188. Just because, I don't know, I got up to that weight, and most people seem to go by their highest weight. So, yeah, it's only a few kilos. It probably doesn't even really matter, but I'll go by that. So at that weight, my BMI was 65.6. So 1 week into my diet, I now weigh 183.9 kilograms or 405.4 pounds with a BMI of 62.9. So that's a weight loss in 1 week of 7.8 kilograms or 17.2 pounds. I hope you're sitting down because that shocked me. 1 week. Yeah. And I guess you can't be this size and live off, possibly 800 calories a day and not lose a considerable amount of weight. It's like, it's a physical impossibility. So, I don't know what to say about that. I'm shocked. And I'm happy, don't get me wrong, as well. If I'm seeming like I'm not ecstatic about that, I am, because I definitely see this as a head start on the weight loss that I want. And I'm really happy because hopefully that means that, yes, my liver is shrinking in terms of the fat stores are reducing and all that sort of stuff. So that's great. I'm just shocked. I'm just really surprised. I shouldn't be, but I am. I'm in this very strange state of mind at the moment. I personally don't think I'm going to lose that much more weight in the next 3 weeks. I feel like my body kind of went into shock and dropped a bunch of weight, and surely now my metabolism is going to slow down, and my body's realizing it's only getting 800 calories, so it's going to use those calories more wisely. And I don't know, I just sort of feel like I'm not going to lose much more weight, so maybe 3 to 5 kilos more. But we'll see. I mean, part of it depends on, you know, if I get more active over the next 3 weeks. Certainly like to. I'm still having back problems though. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to see about that. What was cool though about losing the 7.8 kilograms or 17.2 pounds was on my scale sticker chart thingy. I got to put a sticker in for getting down to 185 kilograms. So there's another 3.9 kilos to go. 3.9, yeah, 183.9. Yeah, so 3.9 kilos to go before I can put another sticker up for my reaching 180. I've also got scales for clothing sizes and also time I can exercise, like 5 minutes, 10 minutes, like how, building up to that, like physical fitness, I guess you'd call it. I haven't tried on, you know, clothes or anything to see if my clothing size has changed. I doubt it has with only 7.8 kilos. For me, I always seem to have to lose like 20 kilos before I'm in the next size thing anyway. So, yeah. I need to start writing down some non-scale victories too. I just can't get obsessed with the scales. Otherwise, I don't know. I've been there, I've done that, and it can really screw with your head when, doggy barking, when one day, you know, you'll lose over a kilo. Like this week, I've been losing over a kilo a day, and then other days you'll gain a kilo or you'll lose 0.1 of a kilo. I don't want to get obsessed with daily losses. Like that's not how the human body works. It can all come down to how much water you drank that day, or the day before, and pardon me, but whether you'd been to the bathroom or not. So, I don't know. I just don't want to get obsessed with the daily scale weigh-in. So I'm going to try my hardest not to weigh in until next Tuesday. We'll see what happens. What else? Okay, so my protein water samples arrived and they smelt amazing. So there were 6 little samples in little Ziploc bags. Not very big. I don't have anything I can show you to the size of in front of me, but anyway, they weren't very big. They only had 1 scoop of protein powder per bag. 6 different flavours, and you could smell them through the bags. They smelled really, really good. And my plan was to try them. I can hear my dogs ripping up something. That's never a good sign. My plan was to try them before the surgery so that I could order whichever flavour I actually really enjoyed. However, there was an incident in my bedroom last night. They smell good, I mentioned that. So I left them on my bedside table because that's where I opened the package that they came in. And yeah, 1 or 2 of my dogs managed to find the little sachets and ripped them open on my bed. So there was protein powder all over the bed, and obviously mixed with doggy saliva, so it was kind of like all sticky and chunky, and yeah, I was really mad. I was really mad. I did a lot of yelling, and I didn't know which dog to blame. They all look guilty as soon as I start yelling, so I wasn't Oh yeah, I was yelling. I always feel guilty when I yell, but it's mostly just who did this? And then that's it. But I still feel really guilty because they're dogs, they don't understand what's going on. I love them so much, and yeah, I felt bad for yelling. But at the same time, I was like, I didn't even get to try them. The protein waters. Anyway, so lovely husband has ordered me some more and basically put things in perspective for me that it really doesn't matter. Who cares? And I'm like, yeah, good point. I think I'm just irritable because I'm on this diet. And I don't have any chocolate or anything to comfort me. My chewable multivitamins arrived. So I've got a brand called something like BN, just called BN. I don't know if that makes sense. Yeah, BN chewable multivitamins. So I ordered a 3-month supply of those, and those have arrived as well. Finally, I should say, because it took over a week. Yeah, it took like a week and a half for them to get here, which to me, coming from within Australia, just seems really bizarre. Like, that seems like such a long delivery time. But anyway, that's all I had for updates for this week. Yeah, nothing else too exciting to report. So I guess I'll leave it there for now. I think I really want to do a video on maybe like 5 things I'm going to miss, 5 things I'm not going to miss pre-surgery. Maybe something like that. And I'll either incorporate that into my next video or do a standalone video on that. I'm not quite sure yet. But if you have any other suggestions for any videos, or like I say pretty much at the end of all my videos, if you have any questions for me, if you want to reach out, please do so. I am an open book. And yeah, I will see you next time. Okay, thanks, bye.